Good morning. Welcome to the June challenge. This month we're going to focus on a sun salutation variation. Each week we're going to move through a few poses, um, and by the end of the month we'll have a full sequence. It's a beautiful flow, something that you can use daily if you'd like, or before a workout, just something to greet the day, as sun salutation implies, warm up the body, warm up the muscles and the joints and the ligaments, and just get ready to be the best version of you. So again, every week we're going to go through a few poses. We're going to go through them twice. The first time we go through them, we're going to add in some extra mobility, and the second time through, we're just going to focus on the poses that make up the sun salutation. And every week they will build. All right, so let's get started. Grab your mat. You may need a blanket or a block just for some added comfort if you need. So we'll begin at the top of your mat, hip width distance apart. Your arms hang loosely by your sides. Externally rotate the palms for mountain pose. Here we're just gonna root down through the earth and really just allow the body to relax. Maybe you're holding some tension in your shoulders or in the legs. Just try to let that go. So we'll take a nice big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Starting our day nice and fresh. So on our next inhale, we'll begin to reach the arms up overhead. And on your exhale, begin to bend at the knees and hinge at the hips as you come into chair pose. Your feet are hip width distance apart. Ensure that your knees aren't collapsing in, but rather stay nice and firm through the thighs and through the abdominals and the core. Sink down as low as you feel comfortable. Maybe you can go just another inch. And then sweep the arms down to the floor. If you can't quite reach, you can grab your block or maybe even just place your hands on your legs. But if you can reach the floor, please do so. From here, you can just allow the neck to hang. Let gravity do the work here. Stretching through the back, through the backs of the legs. Keep a bend in the knees as generously as you need. Only go as far as you feel most comfortable. Imagine drawing your belly button to your spine and see how that feels. Can you gain a little bit of length in the back body, the back of the legs? Do you feel an opening, a lengthening? Really let go of any tension you may feel in your neck. Maybe just shake your head out a little bit. And when you're ready, you can place your hands above the knees on the thighs and just come up halfway. Just a nice straight back here. Neck is aligned with the spine. Just a moment here as we reach again to the floor. This time we're going to anchor down with hands and step back into plank pose. All right. Drop your knees to the mat. We're going to do some added mobility here as well. We're going to loosen up the spine by just arching the back as if you were coming into a cat pose. But this time just sink back, sink your hips back. Lift back up. And then sink the hips down to the mat. Shine the chest forward as you arch through the back. Nice back bend here. And we're just going to do that a few times. One vertebrae at a time, just really stretching through the spine. Shine that Chest forward. You may hear some snap, crackle, popping. That's great. If you do, that's your body making some space. You feel a nice release. You may be familiar with the quote, "You're only as young as your mind is flexible." And it's very true. All right. Come to a neutral position, tabletop. We're going to again press up through the toes into plank pose. Ensure that your wrists are aligned with your shoulders here. We're going to keep the elbows nice and tucked into our sides as we lower down. From here, uncurl the toes. Press up through cobra. Now you may only be able to go into a baby cobra. If you can, press all the way up, extending the arms, keeping the shoulders drawing down and away from the ears. Shine through that chest. Go ahead and lower back down. Curl the toes under. We're going to push back up into plank. From here, begin to walk the feet to your hands. Forward fold. Begin to sweep the arms up and overhead as you come back into chair pose. See if you could sink a little bit further than you had prior. And on an inhale, rise up to stand, bringing the arms to your sides, back into mountain pose. Great job. So that was our first round through the poses with the added mobility. So we hung out a little bit longer in forward fold, and we did some spinal flexibility with some cat-cow variation there. So this time we're just going to move through the poses that make up the sun sequence. So that way you can learn these a little bit better and integrate them into your day. And we're going to build on those throughout the month. So we're going to again come into mountain pose. Just take a note here how maybe you feel slightly more at ease, a little more relaxed, a little more open and free than you did before when we first began this practice. So we'll inhale with our arms to rise up as we sink down into chair pose. Nice and firm through the thighs, the abdominals. Sweep the arms down to the floor for forward fold, letting everything just go. Lift up halfway, flat back. Drop it down. Step back into plank. Lower down. Elbows brush along the sides. Uncurl the toes and push up into cobra. Drop it down, curl the toes under, and push up into plank. Begin to walk the feet to your hands. Lower down, forward fold. Inhale and sweep the arms up overhead as you come into chair pose. Stand all the way up. Hands come to the sides for mountain pose. Wonderful job. Practice that throughout the week. Try to memorize it because you know there will be a test. Yeah, and we will build on that practice next week. And until then, I will see you.